Good morning. This open area is from a forest fire a few years back called the Pumpkin Fire. And I'm going to break here to talk some anime. Genshiken. For those students who think the school's anime club is too restrictive, find the manga club a bunch of jerks, and consider the gamers club lame, there's the Society for the Study of Modern Visual Culture, a multidisciplinary club of geek slackers. They call their club Genshiken for short. Genshiken is also the name of a manga and an anime series about a handful of otaku in that student club. Sasahara is the new member this year. In the anime, he's also close to being the most boring too. Once he joins the club, he pretty much fades into obscurity. Kosuke is another recent recruit. He's a video game champ. Saki lays claim to being Kosuke's girlfriend. She's not into anime, manga, or video games, but if her boyfriend insists on hanging around in Genshiken's club room after hours, then she will too. And she'll also tell anyone who'll listen that she's not one of them. Everyone in the club is relaxed and quiet-spoken, preferring to discuss the subtleties of recent anime or manga in calm, civil tones. They lack a raving maniac character. The final member to join the club this year waits until the third episode to show up, when Ono arrives. She's quiet too and very soft-spoken, even shy, except when she's cosplaying. Saki can't believe a female would willingly join this club.
こちら、原始犬ですか？そうだけど。見学したいんですけど、オタクの吹き溜まりだよ。
笹原、椅子。
はい。
ま、座って。
はい。
どうぞ。
ああ、言っとくけど、私違うから。こっち彼氏なんだけど、これが会員でね。
Genshiken is obviously for anime insiders, designed to appeal to people who are already committed fanboys themselves. It'll provide the obligatory treks to the Akihabara of manga and video shops, a visit to Kamiket, and some shocking revelations about anime and manga porn. Well, only so much revelation as can put tastefully on TV. It's hard to point to a single central character in Genshiken. If there is one, I'd say it's Saki, and she's the outsider of the group, the bemused observer of this subculture. She's also the most energetic and contradictory of the characters. When the student council decides to shut down Genshiken for an activity, the members are sad but accepting. Only Saki, who would really rather have the club disbanded so she could get her boyfriend Kosuke back to herself, decides to fight the student council just because she's too stubborn to let the student council win. Genshiken has an odd relationship to another anime series, Kujibiki Unbalance, or Kujian as they call it here. It's the favorite anime of all the characters in Genshiken, and it's the show that'll be on TV anytime they turn it on in the club room. As if to deliberately confuse an already befuddled old man, the first episode of Genshiken uses the Kujian opening. For Anime Works' North American DVD release, they included an episode of Kujibiki Unbalance on each of the 3 Genshiken DVDs. They even set the DVD up so when you switch to the Kujian episode, it looks like a Kujian DVD, complete with its own menu and extras. I tried to enjoy Kujibiki Unbalance, which also has its own North American release, by the way, but I have to take issue with the fine members of Genshiken. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't completely get into Genshiken either. It's not that it was never funny. I did get some laughs out of it, just not quite often enough. I also smiled at some of the anime references, such as when Ono builds a sandcastle in the obligatory beach episode, and it's a replica of Cagliostro's castle. I suspect there were a lot of other anime-in references that went over my head because I wasn't familiar with the show it was making fun of, and maybe I would have enjoyed Genshiken more if I'd understood more of those references. I got some chuckles out of some less obscure humor, too. There's a cute scene where Saki asks to see a mecha model that Tanaka has made, which she keeps calling a toy. The whole club room falls silent with suspense as Tanaka hands his precious model to her, wondering if Saki is going to smash it out of spite or contempt.
Nothing. Let me see it.
Sure. Of course.
I don't think Genshiken is trying to be a laugh-out-loud comedy. It's more of a sympathetically humorous look at a few anime fans. I didn't really find any of Genshiken's anime fans all that interesting, though. Perhaps because we don't see anything going on in their lives outside of fandom. Whatever it is, the anime doesn't bother to show it. I assume they attend classes at school and do homework, have families at home and whatever. Lord knows what they're studying to become when they graduate, or if they're ever planning on graduating. That leaves them all incredibly one-dimensional, so you can characterize them by their chosen subgenres. That's the gamer, that's the artist, that's the cosplayer, and that's the model builder. That kind of stereotyping would be understandable if the jokes were a little more fast-paced. Still, it does treat these characters with a lot of genuine affection. The show seems to want to identify with these characters, but it doesn't help to make the emotional connection when the characters never show emotion themselves. To a man, every member of this club has a flat and dull personality. Ono shows some passion for her cosplaying, but the others are just there. Kosaka seems unbeatable at fighting video games, but he plays like a joyless and almost emotionless automaton, taking no obvious pleasure in his victories. I get more worked up when I'm playing bowling on my Wii. It's hard to appreciate whatever enjoyment these guys take in their hobby. The artwork and animation are straightforward and adequate for a light comedy. They don't attempt anything strange or unusual. Likewise, the interior music isn't terribly memorable. It's just there to fill the silence or set up the occasional joke. So, I give Genshiken 3.5 stars. I guess I ended up agreeing with Saki that I'm not enough one of them. Media Blasters has released all 12 episodes of Genshiken in North America on 3 DVDs, plus 1 episode of Kujibiki Unbalanced on each. They also put one of the Genshiken OVAs on each of their Kujibiki Unbalanced DVDs, which means if you want to see the Genshiken OVAs, you'll have to spring for the Kujian too. Media Blasters are both dubbed and subtitled Genshiken. I wondered if the English dub was worth their trouble and expense, since the series seems targeted at people who are already hardcore subtitle readers. Thanks for watching.